I'm doing big things. They say it's hereditary. I for this bitch out, baby. Get your umbrellas ready. Girl, you my first string. Shot in my secondary. She pick up the first ring. I'm fucking my secretary. Money busting all up on my pocket. Fucking up my scene. Baby, these $300 dinner. I don't know about these niggas selling dreams, but girl, I done a lot of winning. Maneuver to feel like a mimic. Shooting to kill like I'm Pippin. Toting the steel like I'm dealing. Shot it giving me grill, that's a given. Like Robert's crazy ass. A lot of these hoes get the crazy pass. Thoughts I done vote for my brainy yet. Shit, I relate to that. Dorchester where they made me at. More pressure, nigga, more hecklers. Four pressure, got a four pressers. Small steps, a nigga flowing better. Better late than never, nigga. Lately, I've been on the road. They singing, "Day boy, you wanna roll?" Like, pull up on chairs like hop in the wig. Goddamn, where you wanna go? Was you the stick before you got chairs? Goddamn, I wanna know. Girl, I'm just playing, unless you gonna tell me. Money, the fragrance, baby, can't smell me. Day to day, feel like a million just to play away. The streets be talking, gotta stay away. The money calling, I can't stay away. Trappy, booming like a 808. Getting paid, keep a toolie that'll keep me safe. Day to day, steady moving, gotta keep the pace. Making plays, trappy booming like a 808. Trappy. I've been trapping out the Uber. Boss nigga with maneuvers. Whole pocket full of moolah. Dollars all in my medulla. See the money, make a choose. Get your bitch before you lose. Niggas saying they gon' do. Whole clique full of shooter. Hey, I ain't gon' tell you no lies, look. Girl, I'm just peeping the scene, look. I turn the 3 to a dime, look. Girl, I do magical things, She said he paid me no mind. I turn your bitch to a queen. Walking away from you now. I told her follow with dreams. Follow me, follow the green. Money trail to the bedroom. No whip, small leg room. Play my old songs, getting head to 'em. Old hoes all up in they feeling shit. My new hoe be my ex soon. Girl, I ain't playing. Hope you ain't planning on staying. I'm chasing money my day to day.
All right, thank you guys for tuning in to another episode of Fuck Your Podcast. I am your host, Star. This is my co-host, Tara. And we have a special guest co-host in the house tonight.
Special, I like that.
Yeah, not in a good way. So we have, what you want me to put your stage name?
What's my stage name?
Your stripper name, Roxbury Roof. So we got Roxbury Roof is in the house tonight, right?
Rufus J. Faulk.
Okay, all right. So thank you guys for tuning in. Sorry that we ran a little late today. We was having some technical difficulties with the camera, and my brother made us late as well. And my nephew came and fixed.
First 48.
My nephew came and fixed it, so that was a good thing. So I do appreciate that. Mm-hmm. Also, the music that we was playing tonight was by an artist by the name of Stay Pure. He actually just released his new single tonight, Free Ganja. So you guys can check him out on his YouTube page, Stay Pure Music. You can also check him out on Instagram at staypure.3. He also has, I think all of his music is actually streaming like on all like streaming sites. So Apple, Tidal, what is it? Spotify. What else? Amazon. He's everywhere. So check him out. If you guys are looking for him, type in Stay Pure Free Ganja, and you would definitely be able to pull him up. So we have a few different topics that we're going to get into tonight. We didn't want to do the usual because
since we got our special guest,
since we have Rufus here.
Too extra because I'm here.
Well, I mean, it's still going to be okay. We have some people in the house. I do appreciate you guys for tuning in. So
he must have been
from East Milton.
Yeah, he was. I think he was.
Imagine people from the suburbs trying to tell me wow. That's crazy.
So Rufus was late because he was coming from East Milton. Okay. So I would go ahead and jump into the topics that we'll be discussing tonight.
Before we get into our topics,
all right?
Because Rufus is ready. He's been like sipping this.
Right.
I didn't know what was going on. She don't got a shot though.
I do have a shot.
Okay.
Calm down.
It's Thirsty Thursday, so every Thursday we do take a shot.
Right.
Okay.
And tonight we're all drinking Don Julio.
This is gross. Gotta upgrade your
You're welcome, sir.
Exactly.
You came in here with nothing.
I came in with my presence.
And you're drinking
And you could have
something.
stayed. All right. Cheers.
Gross.
Well, you're welcome.
Water.
Well, what were you drinking today?
Water.
Oh, okay. Well, before that.
Right.
Extra water.
Okay. Well, since we're gonna start off lying,
So we're gonna show you guys. We got like little cups we're giving everybody that comes on the show.
yes. So Tara put together these gifts for people who's gonna be coming in on a show. I really didn't want to give Rufus one, but my brother kind of bogarted and gave him one. So it's only because of my brother.
So we got red and black, and Rufus decided the black one. That has Malibu.
Okay.
The red one has Fireball.
I don't want Fireball.
Okay.
Malibu, but I like the cup though.
Okay, well,
You
you're
like
welcome.
the cup though? Right.
I should say thank you.
Oh,
Thank you for the
did you?
cup.
Okay. All right.
Appreciate it. Who these people?
Okay. So what?
Simone needs to take a hike. Yo.
Oh, Simone,
So
did
you're
you
coming
hear
in,
that?
you're talking trash about the
I'm not
people who.
talking about
These
it.
are our supporters. Okay.
I'm just saying, people from the suburbs shouldn't be questioning where I'm from.
Okay,
That's all
well,
I'm saying.
Oh,
That's
goodness.
but are you from East Milton?
No,
Okay.
You're not?
Roxbury born and raised.
All right. Okay. So we'll jump into
First of all, thanks for having me. Can I say that?
Sure.
Can I say thank-
Sure, why not?
Thanks
You're-
for inviting me. I
you're
love
welcome.
what you guys are doing.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
You guys are bringing a lot of entertainment to the net. You bringing a level of stank that hasn't been seen.
Oh my goodness. There it goes.
since
Well, you
Sydney
know
and
what?
Sheree
I'm
from
gonna-
Love
I'm gonna
Island.
be honest.
I knew he was gonna say
I'm
that.
gonna be honest
I
with
knew
you.
that.
The level
We got-
of stank has really hit its high peak tonight.
We
When
got-
you
When you
walk
came
in
in
the door.
We got
So congratulations.
Gina Waters and Pamela James.
Oh my goodness. There you go.
Okay.
Two stinks, right?
All right. That's cool.
Stank
You know,
Oh,
whatever.
yeah.
Hey, I'm not Shane. All
I
right.
know. Listen, I appreciate it. Yes.
But you also have to own up to your stank
To
as
your
well.
stinkness,
So what you
exactly.
talking about, fam?
Own up to that stank, baby.
So what
Come
are
on,
what are
bring
these
it in.
topics? What are these topics?
Don't worry about the topics.
See, look, stank already.
All right.
Don't worry about the topics. You just
So-
better talk about the topics.
All right, so we'll talk about this topic and then we'll get into the topics that we like to talk about.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was gonna be on some, other shit with you here, but now you
I'm trying
ruined
to
it.
bring some intellectual
Yeah, that would have been cool. It had you been here on time.
Street
But
I'm
no.
right on time.
So anyway, I do want to
Take
dis-
up out of here.
okay,
Someone
the
said
camera's
cut-
here, sir.
Tanika said cut his mic.
Take up out of here.
So I do want to discuss the R. Kelly situation.
He got a new situation.
So the reason why I'm bringing it up is because his wife was on a TV show. So she basically broke down in tears discussing the years of alleged abuse and how she got out. So his ex-wife name is Andrea Kelly. She was speaking out for the first time in nearly a decade about the alleged abuse she's experienced during their 13-year marriage. Now, for you being a man, and with R. Kelly, allegedly having relations with underage girls.
How do you feel about
How do you feel about that?
How do I feel about R. Kelly in general?
Yeah, in general,
He's a top shelf scumbag.
right?
But I think unfortunately we don't, as in terms of the black community, we haven't put enough pressure on him to get him about the paint all the way together. I don't
Right.
think he's criticized enough. And unfortunately, we got a lot of junior R. Kellys in the neighborhoods, Roxbury, Dorchester, Mattapan, and
Right.
etc., who are 25 years old scheming on 16-year-olds.
Right.
Right.
I remember being in 7th grade, it'd be 18-year-olds waiting for the 7th graders wait to get out of school.
Right.
So I think the overall behavior of like pedophilia, we don't look at it like that
Right.
because we treat it like it's just oftentimes we often blame the girl, say the girl's fast. No, the girl ain't fast. The dude's a slime bag.
Right.
So,
Right.
yeah, but R. Kelly's a scumbag. I don't listen to his music the same way. Like a song may come on, might step in the name of love. I'm like, yo, this dude is a pedophile.
Right.
It's crazy, but especially having a daughter too. So I got a 4-year-old daughter, and just having a child changes you, but having a daughter changes you in a different way. Where
Right.
I agree with
you're
that.
extra sensitive to her emotions and the idea of anybody doing anything that could make her feel any type of way will have you put somebody in the trunk.
Right.
So it's like
seriously.
So you see R. Kelly, you think about, okay, he's messing with somebody's daughter. He having people's daughters in Atlanta in the basement.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's tough. He needs to get up out the paint all the way together. He needs to stop dressing like he's 13 too. It's
yeah,
crazy.
he does dress.
He's
He dresses very young.
Father, and he wears size 42 shorts.
Exactly.
Jean shorts. First of all, anybody wearing jean shorts is a level 3 at least. If you wear jean shorts, and he's wearing them a size 42, and he has a chain. All right, come on, guys.
I am not.
And he wears a mask.
Yeah,
public.
he do.
He wears a mask. So that's a 3-strike shot.
Mr. West, we didn't talk about the hot topic yet.
No, we're gonna get into that.
Yeah, we didn't talk about the hot topic yet.
But it's crazy because he has a daughter that's 18.
How many kids?
Right.
How many kids does he have?
I think 3. I think. Don't quote
but
me.
I know
he has an 18-year-old.
He has an 18-year-old daughter, and he's scheming on her friends.
Right. Exactly.
Stone
on her
Cold,
friends. Right.
Stone Cold Creek.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy.
But I mean, I don't know if he's like brainwashing the girls that he's with, because one of the chicks who spoke out in the news, she was just basically saying like, oh, I'm good, my family doesn't need to worry, and but your family is worried. And then there's multiple women coming out, so it's like the family's there, the father figure is there, but it's just I don't know what he's saying to these women to get them to stay. Right.
I think it's two things. I think poverty does a lot of things to people where you might let some things go or let some things slide if you are not in a financial state where you feel like you can be independent.
Right. I agree with that.
But two, we also we normalize sexual abuse, I think that's probably the best way to put it. We sort of not normalize it, but we're at the point where we don't, unless it happens in our home, we don't stand up and say, this is terrible, this is wrong, let's go find this dude and do him dirty, or find this woman and do her dirty. We sort of, unless it hits our home, that's when we get the outrage.
Right.
And I think we have to take the perspective that if it hits anybody in our community, it impacts us. One way or the other, it's gonna hit either a child or it's gonna hit your circle one way or the other, and you got to be able to stand up and say, no, this is not what we're going for.
Right. So guys, we're talking about R. Kelly. We're talking about the interview that his ex-wife did. Basically, she said that she was in an abusive marriage for like 13 years. So we're basically discussing that.
Did he ask her if she knew about him being a creep?
I think
I don't remember seeing that. I tried to Google it to get her answer or how she feels about that, but I didn't see that come up.
She was just basically speaking about like her abuse and how it was with living with him and what it was hard. Yeah, it was hard for her to get out. Right.
I would love to know if she knew if he was a creep.
Right.
Yeah, I would. That's a good question.
That is a good question. I need.
So if anybody knows,
if anybody can Google that real quick. But yeah, so I mean, I think so.
Keep it real. She had to know
that's probably why they probably split.
Like behavior or some tendencies to be a creep.
Right. But you know what I would say abuse like overall in like the Black community, because it's not something that we talk about. Right. We don't talk about it. We don't talk about
trauma. We don't talk about trauma.
Right. We don't talk about it. And it's like, I mean, we understand that everybody wants to be strong and look good for the public, but also it's like, behind closed doors, some women are getting beat, some men are getting beat.
Right.
So it's like mentally or physically, like it's something going on there that it should be discussed.
Definitely.
Trauma's real. We don't discuss trauma, and in particular, Black men don't talk about traumatic situations.
Right.
Don't talk about vulnerability. That's having a conversation with my man the other day. It was like, yo, I didn't know how detached I was from emotions until I had a daughter. Like, I didn't know how we could segment our emotions. So like, you would never show vulnerability. You would never show empathy. You would never show, because those emotions were seen as weakness.
Exactly.
And coming up the way where we come from, if you show any type of emotional responses that's not anger or that's not lust, you feel like you're gonna be viewed as, you can be a Vic. That's the last thing you want to do is be a Vic. So it took having a daughter and being by myself watching the commercials and tearing up for no reason. Like, yo, why am I tearing up?
Right.
Oh, I'm a softie now. No, but I'm not even a softie. I'm just in touch. I'm in touch with emotion. You can't be emotional cut off with a kid. You know what I'm saying? Especially a daughter, because she's coming to you for that emotional response.
Right. So and to touch on just like abuse in general, like a lot of celebrities have been getting accused of like physically attacking women. So I mean, you know, you look at it like, you know, some of the women be out here looking for a payday, but you also have to look at it like, is there really something there? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I mean, I'm not accusing anyone, but it's like
something may have happened.
I mean, it could be a pattern of the situation, because, you know, people, you know, they want money, so like, oh well, somebody else blame him, let me blame him. You know what I'm saying? But you know, because what's his name? Trey Songz, I love him, but he's been accused a lot. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he's been accused a lot.
I'm like,
for real?
Oh yeah, I forgot she likes him. Oh, sorry, Nika. She likes him too. Yeah. Mr. West said he knows you. Hello, everybody in the chat room. Thank you guys for tuning in.
He says, "Small world, that's my man's man."
Yeah.
Okay, then.
But yeah, so you know, I just feel that.
So how do you feel? So do you feel? Because oftentimes,
thank you, Mob Soldier.
The conversation is that you can't question an accuser. Where if somebody makes an accusation, the public can't say, "Okay, did this really happen?" You have to sort of go by their response. Do you think that that's the way it should happen, or do you think that there should be some, not evidence, but there should be some proof to an accusation?
Yeah, I
agree. I think there should be proof.
There has to be proof, because it's like, if you know, people can, just like the whole situation with Bill Cosby, like that situation.
First of all, Bill Cosby has done my university filthy. Every time I tell somebody I'm a Temple grad, they say, "Oh man, I feel bad about Bill Cosby." Why are you bringing up Bill Cosby? I get it, he went there, but I don't need to hear about him every time I talk about my university.
Exactly.
And Simone, that's really in Philadelphia, somewhere you ain't never been. Remember that,
I don't know, Simone.
Simone said they need to have solid proof. Yes,
but no, I do
have
agree.
Some kind of evidence.
Okay, so the thing with Bill Cosby, and I don't even want to talk about it because it's, you know, over with now. But
he didn't show up to my graduation because of this stuff he was doing. I still got beef with him.
Shut up. No, so the thing about him is, like, during the trial, like, all the women were lying. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't like solid.
Say all of them were lying.
A lot of them were known liars.
A lot of them were known liars, and the stuff that they were saying wasn't true. Okay.
Can I say one thing?
Go ahead.
Listening.
One thing I've known as growing up in the hood, y'all grew up in the hood too. It's about mitigation.
I didn't. I grew up in East Atlanta, Alabama.
Alabama, you're right. Before you
I grew up in the hood.
Cotton fields. My fault. I think the one thing we knew growing in the hood, you got to sort of mitigate your exposure to bullshit. So if Bill Cosby, there has to be some fire with that smoke.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like all these folks ain't just making up stories. There had to be some. You can't tell me he's over there. He's bragging about giving women Quaaludes. Like,
okay, but let me ask you this though.
Granted, it's a different time,
right?
But dog,
okay, but
why are you trying to dump Quaaludes in people's drinks and take advantage?
Yeah.
First of all, you somebody's great grandfather.
Right.
What are you doing? Take a nap.
You're an idiot. Somebody's great grandfather. Right.
Why is he up?
I agree.
Why is he up dumping Quaaludes instead of taking a nap? My grandfather takes naps, man. My grandfather
I can't with Rufus.
What time does your grandfather take naps?
Huh?
What time does he take naps?
First of all, don't come
I want to know. I like to take naps too.
Don't come at Calvin.
What time does Granddaddy Calvin take naps? Because I like to take naps too.
I know.
What time does he take naps?
First of all,
where does Granddaddy live? Is he in Roxbury?
Don't get yourself in trouble.
I don't go to Roxbury.
Don't get yourself in trouble.
Is he married to grandma still?
No.
Okay.
No.
Granddaddy's single, baby.
See, don't be talking about grandma. See, why are both my grandmas? See, this is getting touchy.
I'm sorry.
Let's go into our hot topic.
All right.
See, when they get stained,
let's go into our hot topic.
I'm bringing up their grandparents.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Granddaddy's single.
I'm just saying. So if you met the Cos at the bar, the Cos is like, hey, what's up, little stank? How you doing?
Little stank, really?
And he's like,
yo.
And knowing his history, would you be?
You see the level of disrespect on this show? Go ahead.
Would you be cautious of A, keeping a drink around him, or B, doing anything extracurricular. Like, you be extra cautious. Right?
Well, I'm cautious about any guy that
I'm talking about Cosby and
anybody.
Of course.
I mean, yeah.
All right, that's all I'm asking. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, yeah.
Like, first of all, why you a grandfather in the club? First of all,
right?
Second of all,
there's a lot of grandfathers in the club now.
Oh, man,
I'm just saying there be a lot of.
I don't know. I don't go to the club.
I don't know.
I don't go to the club.
Me neither.
I got Bible study.
Okay. Bible study. Anyway, let's go ahead and jump into the hot topics. Let's jump into some good stuff that the people want to hear. I know my people are waiting, huh? I know y'all waiting for these hot topics. Come on.
Crazy?
Yeah, they're crazy.
You ready to pick one?
I gotta pick one?
Yeah.
Who answers first?
You.
Oh, shoot.
So you guys got a new hot topic box?
You got a new hot topic
box?
You need another water or another drink?
I need a water. I'm not drinking any alcohol.
Why?
He already drunk alcohol.
Might try to Cosby me.
Shout out to Tara. She made this new box from thank you from last week. Yeah, she drew this. This is pretty dope.
I did that.
You doing like art projects, man? I like that.
Oh, he's hating.
He is hating.
All right, so this is the first topic. Do I have to read it? I know how to read out loud.
I would hope so.
Right.
This is mad.
What is
it? All right. What do you think about passwords on your phone when you're married or just in a relationship?
Yeah, what do you think about that?
What do I think about passwords?
I'm sorry. Hey guys, I am going to read some of the comments, but I do want him to answer the question. So the question was, what do you think about passwords on your phone when you are in a relationship or married? So how do you guys feel about that? Put your answers in the chat. Go ahead.
I've never been married. I've only been in 3 relationships in my whole life. And we didn't have iPhones at the time.
Mm-hmm. You had regular phones though that had locks on it.
Right.
Oh, they did.
None of your phones had a password.
Next have passwords.
Yeah, all phones have a password. So when you lose it,
had no password.
Yes, they did.
Everyone had a password.
Sidekicks did.
I might be making that up.
Yeah, you are making that up.
Again, I think passwords. I think you should have a password on your phone for security reasons.
Okay, but what about in a relationship? What about if your girl wanted your password?
You lose your phone.
Okay. Yeah. We're asking if your girl wanted your password.
That wasn't what the question said. The question said, should you have password?
Yeah, but we asked follow-up questions over here.
In a relationship. Look at the last in a relationship.
Yeah, you said no. The question said specifically, what do you think about passwords on your phone when you're married or you're just in the
We're not talking about for safety. We're talking about would you let your spouse have your password?
The real question should have been, should you give your password to your mate? That's the real question.
All right.
Don't be being sideways, fam.
All right. Yo, that was a question, B.
Exactly.
Well, who did these questions?
All right. Dash said everyone deserves their privacy. Everyone deserves their privacy to some extent. Mr. West said, shouldn't need one, especially my shorty. Jameen says, I'll let her know the password. I'll change it when you go to sleep. Simone said you shouldn't need one.
Who said that? Stank said that?
Yeah.
Ask if she got a password on her phone right now.
So just to jump back, Mr. West said, let's be real, he didn't trick everyone. A few of them took it willingly. I agree with that.
Gunshot music.
Okay. So you think there should be passwords on the phone? You wouldn't give it to her.
No. That's 2 separate questions. That's what's wrong with y'all. You gotta ask the right question.
Okay,
it doesn't matter. We ask follow-up questions.
I got no problem with my wife having my password.
Okay.
But I'm gonna have a password on my phone.
Okay.
What type of what do you mean? I don't do all these quasi. I don't do these quasi.
If you're dealing with somebody,
what does that mean?
You're in a relationship, girlfriend. Like, yo, that's my shorty.
I'm 36 years old.
I don't care.
I'm not claiming anybody as a girlfriend. I'm
so
36.
what are you claiming them
I'm way
as?
too old to be.
Just somebody.
I'm way too old to be a boyfriend.
So what are you claiming them, a friend?
Right. Somebody that is
36. You can't be a girlfriend or a boyfriend.
Why can't you
be?
That sounds crazy.
Why it doesn't?
It does not sound crazy.
No. So
what's the adult version of boyfriend girlfriend? That's what I need.
My goodness.
If you're not married, you're boyfriend and girlfriend.
Of course, this person is married.
But it is when you're not married, it's boyfriend and girlfriend, especially if you're living in the same household. What else is it? My roommate. No. What I'm doing is I'm basically just using it as an example.
If you are in a relationship with someone and you guys are sharing dwellings, you guys are moving towards marriage, there shouldn't be a problem with giving her your password.
Okay.
If you're married, absolutely. But all this quasi stuff where you we go out every third Thursday, or we like. No,
apparently,
like,
he has someone watching that
exactly.
he doesn't want to go over. All right, so
somebody watching. What is she talking about?
Exactly. The question's not that hard.
I answered the question.
Okay, but you're saying you can't be in a relationship at 37.
That's not what I said, fam. You're crazy.
What he said was,
what I'm saying is, I'm not calling anyone my girlfriend at 36 years old. That sounds ridiculous to me. Girlfriend? No, we're in a relationship. We are moving towards something. I'm not gonna show up. Oh, this is my girlfriend talking to my 90-something grandfather. He's like, yo, Rufus. Why do you have a girlfriend?
So this is my question. When you're dating someone, right? And no, seriously,
if you're dating somebody, your intention should be to get married.
Let me finish. So if you're dating, hey, don't come for me because I'm already pissed. All right, you showed up here late. All right, I don't want to get into this. Your business. The people was waiting.
Hold on,
y'all waiting.
Hold on, Star. Can you give Simone a number? She wants to call in.
Oh yeah, let me.
My
yes.
goodness gracious.
Simone, you are more than welcome to call in because I can't take this.
I don't want nobody from the suburbs of New Jersey calling.
She's calling in.
Yep.
The number to call in is 508-443-4119. Again, 508-443-4119. So, all right. So when you're in a relationship.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, no, like when you're dating someone and you really like that person, you guys are, it's just, you're exclusive. You're just, so
we're exclusive. We're monogamous. We are moving towards something.
Okay. So, I mean, what do you just say? Like, oh, this is the person that I'm in a relationship with. Like, how do you introduce that person to
your family,
or your friend, and I'm not like, how do I put this? I'm not like being an ass about the questions. I'm just asking because because you say you right. But I can be an asshole. But go ahead.
Well, believe me, I'm not. So your question is what exactly? How
I'm a nice person.
How would I describe that person?
Right. So if you were introducing someone to your father, or hey, this is someone that I'm dating. This is my friend. I don't know. What would you say?
What would you say?
I wouldn't say girlfriend. I know that. I would say this is so and so. I love her.
Oh my goodness.
This is
I'm so sick of you.
And I love her. No, but honestly, I'm just keeping it real. Like I take the concept of relationships seriously.
Mm-hmm.
So I never been one of those people that have mad girlfriends, that have mad ex-girlfriends. I never wanted to do that. I'd rather just do me and navigate the system the way I navigate.
Okay.
So when I did get into a relationship, I was in a relationship and I was serious in that thing. So as I've gotten older, you got to be very knowledgeable and cognizant about getting into a relationship, especially when there's kids involved.
Right.
Mm-hmm. First of all, I can't just bring anybody around my daughter.
No, you can't.
And if it's gonna be serious, then it has to be like, okay, I'm a package deal, and going into that, I mean, it got to be with a level of seriousness. And
sorry, not to cut you, but y'all said lady friend, but that's like a Southern thing, and you're from Milton.
Someone's calling.
We have a caller. Let's see who's on the line. I'm so excited.
From Boost Mobile, we don't accept Boost Mobile.
Thank you for calling Fypodcast. This is Star. How can I help you? No, sir.
Oh, hi, Star.
Hi.
Who's this?
Okay, that doesn't make any sense.
Thank you, Simone.
Okay,
Simone.
Simone.
Make any sense.
Thank you, Simone.
Please
it doesn't
explain.
make any sense. So you just walking around here dating somebody and you have no title, no nothing. You don't have a girlfriend.
Simon, I can't hear you. Repeat your question. I'm serious. I can't hear you. Speak up. Your boost is going out.
Oh shit! She said you're walking around here. You're dating somebody.
That's a service that you have from Milton.
Don't put any titles on me, fam. What I'm saying is, where you at? I can't hear you. Are you still there?
Listening.
Did your phone kick off? Your cricket wireless go
Oh
out?
my goodness.
He's so rude. This is the rudest guest we've ever had.
For real.
I know her, so
so it's okay to be rude?
No, I'm not. I'm not. Where's she at? She leave?
She's there. What's wrong with you?
I can't hear her.
For real?
I'm turn.
Someone, please say
I'm
something.
waiting for him to respond.
She's there.
I can hear her. I can hear her.
You can't hear yours?
What's going on? Technical difficulty. Hold on. Let's fix Rufus up.
Oh, it's on now.
Damn. Okay, I can hear you.
It was off the whole time.
That whole time?
It was off.
Oh my God. He is retarded.
Wait, can you turn it down? Because these are kind of loud.
I didn't want to hear y'all. Go ahead, Simon. Repeat yourself.
Okay, there we go.
Go ahead.
And Milton education. Go ahead. I'm waiting for you to respond.
No, I didn't hear you.
So what was your question?
I didn't hear anything you said.
I said,
yes.
You said that you at your age, you're not calling nobody your girlfriend, right? That it doesn't make any sense. So you just beam until y'all decide to get married?
No, that's something different. I think.
Okay, what did you say?
I think you're implying that you can only have a certain level of commitment with that title of girlfriend. I'm saying I'm against that title as a 36-year-old man. I'm not calling a woman that I am dating and seeing my girlfriend at 36. What I'm saying is that this woman would be somebody that I'm committed to, someone that I see myself marrying, someone that I see myself building a life with. I just think that title of girlfriend is juvenile, in my personal opinion. So it's not against.
Okay, I could semi agree with that.
I don't need you to fully agree with me though. That's what I'm saying. Like,
no, I'm not gonna.
I don't need you to. First of all, you're from the suburbs of New Jersey, so I don't even care about.
First of all, you're light skinned, so you need to relax.
Well, I mean, technically, both of y'all are light skinned, but whatever. That's not.
No, technically, we're not. Sorry, don't be disrespectful.
Her minutes are about to run out, so.
Whatever.
Your minutes are done. We appreciate the call.
His disclaimer at the end kind of made sense, so I'm gonna leave it here until he makes sense. Doesn't make sense again. I'll call that.
Okay.
All right.
All right. So just to kind of go into the comments. So Jamin said, "Lee friend." Another Ash said, "I do agree. Boyfriend or girlfriend sounds a little juvenile." Over 30. Tara, you were supposed to be reading these because you know I don't have my glasses on, but you can introduce them to your significant other. That's true. Since y'all aren't engaged, yeah, a lot of people do use significant other. Feel him. You can introduce. Yeah, he said. Mr. West said I feel him. I'm introducing her as my wife. Okay, I feel you on that one. What else?
I'm not calling her my wife.
We together. Call it what you want.
Judge said. Jamin said he introduced her as his future. Okay.
Oh, that's a good
one. All right, look at you. Huh?
Yeah,
you trying to get somebody to slide in your inbox on this?
Don't do that.
Tara, did he jump? He dumped you last episode.
No, he didn't.
I think he did.
Together.
What?
So we're still out on that. All right. So another question. Do you think that social media ruins relationships? And would you delete your social media?
I think social media puts a spotlight on flaws that already exist.
Okay.
I think if you already have issues, trust issues, if you already have issues that exist in your relationship, social media can put a spotlight on that and expose it. And again, I'm not a relationship expert at all.
I know, but no. So
this is my disclaimer.
Right.
Please don't listen to me.
We're not.
Don't take anything I'm saying as fact.
Right.
What I'm saying, what I'm giving is logic, and most women don't like logic.
Well.
But no, what I'm saying is,
are you done? Right.
Social media, I think it has increased sort of the access to be a slime ball. So right. I think if you already got that characteristic in your relationship, social media is it's just going to allow you more avenues to do so.
Right.
So I don't think it ruins the relationship. I think it just points out the cracks that already exist.
Right.
But yeah, if you feel like social media is ruining your relationship, you need to really look at your relationship and have a real conversation about, okay, what are the real issues? Is it because you don't like the fact that I'm liking a picture? Is that because you are insecure that you think that
yeah, but my thing is this. No, I mean, if we're together, you shouldn't be up there liking all pictures with fat asses. That's just not. Delete everything. Delete all of that shit. Right?
I do agree with that.
I mean, come on.
I don't like that.
You gonna get mad at me when you see me in there liking a whole bunch of dudes in the gym?
In the gym with no shirt on?
Huh? Sweat glistening all over their bodies? Huh? You're not gonna like that.
Right.
So again, like I said, social media just points out the flaws that already exist. So if you guys have trust issues, him liking a picture of a woman who was built very well.
What if he continues to keep liking this one person's pictures, all her pictures?
So that means what?
Why is he liking all?
Why are you liking all her pictures like that?
Are you gonna ask him that?
Of course I am.
Exactly.
in an argument. I'm like this. Did you not take out the trash? Why you keep liking that bitch?
Social media is the devil.
So that's that.
Social media. It is really just Instagram. That's what it is.
Yeah, it is Instagram. You know what it is?
Definitely
you know
Instagram.
What it is? But this is the trick with Instagram. You can see what everybody's liking.
Yes.
Like that's the thing with Instagram.
You are real creep.
No, you can.
Like I usually
see. That's why I said, "Oh, you like all those pictures."
I'm not a creep.
Inspect the gadgets.
I'm not a.
Respect the gadgets.
It can see whose pictures you liked.
Jamin,
you act like you don't know that.
Jamin said me liking pictures shouldn't affect our relationship. I mean, it shouldn't, but it could. You know, if you keep liking the same girl's pictures consistently,
exactly,
all the time,
right? Quick question.
All right.
Is that an issue with you, or is that an issue with him? Is that an issue in your insecurity, or is that an issue with him?
It's not. It wouldn't be an issue with my insecurities. It'd be an issue with him because, like, okay, well, what's going on?
Like, why are you liking?
Why do you keep liking her pictures?
What if he likes her pictures?
Why?
Exactly.
Are all her pictures like?
Are you liking all my pictures?
Like she's naked, like damn near naked in all her pictures.
That's a whole nother level.
You know,
this one over here, Shireen's gonna be Cindy.
Tara turns up with topics like this.
I do.
Tara, bring the stink out, baby. Bring it out.
The social media brings all.
Let me spray my potpourri.
Johnny. Okay, Mr. West says I don't do social media, and neither does my woman. Neither does a woman that I get with. Okay, yeah, but if she likes somebody else's pictures. Okay, so yeah, if she likes somebody else's pictures, it's gonna be different, and I agree with that.
Tamika, I'm not always mad.
I agree with that. I don't think you should delete it for no drama. I mean, we're human.
This era is spooky.
No, we didn't say delete, but we just saying
social media is spooky. This generation, we are so fickle. We're so like materialistic. It was so like surface level.
I agree with that. Though
social media is just highlighting that.
No, so social media is crazy right now.
People on Instagram, 98% are just fronting.
But no,
hold on. And you're gonna allow that fronting, that whatever it is who the dude's liking. Granted, he has an issue because he like visually he's being like, yo, you liking all this chick's pictures. But at the end of the day, y'all gonna let something that's fake ruin a relationship that you're in.
Well, I mean, I'm not letting it ruin my relationship. I'm just speaking in general.
You don't think you checking the dude because he's liking pictures gonna eventually be like, yo, I gotta sneak and like this girl's pictures.
Or not like him at all.
Or not like him at all, or just be in a DM.
No, because I'm a really
be in the DM.
This is my thing. Like I'm petty. I'm a petty
Don't
person.
Do that, Ruben. No,
so if you're out here liking a whole bunch of the same chick's pictures, then I'm gonna find one dude that I like, and I'm petty. But this is the thing.
That is crazy.
The thing is what?
So you're gonna do a one-upsman? Like, okay, if you do this, I do this. That's
but what's
crazy.
Why are we mad? I'm not mad that you're liking her picture, so you can be mad.
Wait, Joey said a girl told me that he liked all these hoes pictures and asked him, why don't you like mine? He said, because I just don't like yours.
Yo, so okay, I'll say
what?
this.
That's not nice.
But there was a little thing going around saying that a dude will like every picture on social media except for his girls.
No. Mm-mm.
That's the meme that I seen going around.
We're not doing that.
I don't care nothing about.
He said, "Bro, she's Petty Jackson."
It's crazy.
But it's
we're not doing that.
But you know my thing about
social media ruin. Social media not only ruin individuals, it's ruin. I see people that I grew up with on social media doing stuff that is crazy.
Right. So
I don't know you. Who is this person you turned into?
Let me just say something about social media. So seriously, with social media, I see like a lot of people doing a lot of front end or whatever. Like, I mean, to each his own. If you want to be out here fronting, for people out there who don't know you, we know you, so we know what you do and see every day. That's fine. But like,
don't know you.
The level of disrespect on social media nowadays, like how have you seen like how these people, and I feel like it's like younger kids that's out here commenting on like celebrities' pictures and just being very, very disrespectful under their pictures. But I feel like it's kids that's doing it more.
It's adults too.
You think so?
Absolutely. Well, adults in quotation.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah, the crazy part is social media should be, it's an excellent tool used in the right way, but we use it for such pettiness. Like, it's crazy. Like, people have sort of built their whole lives around Instagram and Facebook and Twitter, and let them tell it they're living their best lives, and they on a
I'm laughing because Tara's thirsty.
Tara's thirsty out here in these streets.
Yo, Tara was like this. Somebody in the background was like, All right, so all right, so next question. Okay, hold on. Let me.
Are we doing more hot topics, or this is
this is more hot topics. So
so this want to pick another one from the box. You want to pick another one from the box?
This question is for everybody else, and I want everybody to answer this question. I want you guys to answer this question too. Don't forget to subscribe to the page if you're new, and also like the stream as well. And hit the like button if you like me. If you don't like me, if you like Tara, hit the like button.
Hit that
if
like
you
button,
don't
baby.
like Tara and you know Rufus, hit the like button. Anyway, so all right, so this is a question that we're all gonna answer. So have you guys ever fell for a friend? And if so, what happened? Jesus.
No.
You never fell for like a friend you ever work with or nothing like that?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
I don't have female friends.
All right. No? All right. So I know. Have you guys ever let me see.
That is selfish.
You trying to read?
Tara, you look good today.
Oh, thank you.
As always, shoulders look nice and loose.
Shoulders look nice and loose.
I know.
He like loose shoulders.
What does that even
Tanika
mean?
said never happened. Nope. All right. Have you guys ever sent nudes to anybody?
No.
Tara said that everybody has.
I didn't say that.
Did say that.
Did y'all hear me say that?
I asked
a long time ago.
I asked you that question before we started.
First, she said she didn't say it. Then she said a long time
No,
ago.
you don't know. It's the inside joke. The three of us know.
I asked you that before.
The three of us know.
Before we started the show. Before we started the show, I didn't ask you that.
No, I didn't say a long time ago.
You did say.
I didn't say everybody because last week I made a comment or a statement and everybody was at me.
What was your statement?
Oh, goodness. We're not going to take this long, but I said all men cheat.
Oh,
all men have cheated.
That sounds devastating.
But she said all men cheat.
But I take that back.
Sounds scorned right now.
No, and I'm saying a percentage of men cheat. Some men cheat. It's a high percentage of men cheat.
Give me a number.
Oh goodness, because then they're gonna come at me again.
No, I just want to hear what your perception is. What do you think?
Maybe like 30%.
Oh, that's not bad. Probably a little higher than that.
20. Thank you. 20 or 10.
So okay,
you know how percentages work. Why are you going down?
Because I was thinking 20, but when you said that, and I just said 30 because they was going hard on me last week.
You talking about naked.
Like naked, yeah. So have you guys sent nudes?
No.
Calm down. You see?
Okay, I've never sent a naked.
That is offensive. No man should be taking nudes in the first place.
Look, some people like nudes.
What about just an ass pic or something?
An ass pic? Tara's out here like this. Tara's out here.
What did I
Tara's out here
for?
with her poopery. Like, look.
I did not sign up for this.
Yeah, this is what we talked about last week.
So we were talking about this, but we got it.
I did not sign up for this.
It really worked.
Somebody said butt naked.
Bucket naked.
Joey said, I see you, Roof. Hey, Joey, subscribe to the page and like it. Okay, thank you.
They got me over here talking crazy, fam.
Mob Soldier, subscribe and like it. Hey, everybody, like.
Thank you, Nick. Nick said you signed up for this, so
right.
Yeah,
1, 2,
bottom.
So Josh said, he said 1, 2, bottom up shots looking down at the camera.
What is this?
What? Thank you, Joey.
Jameen.
What does that mean?
Jameen.
1 and 2 up shots.
Yeah, I have no idea what that means.
Looking down.
Okay, so if you guys never sent news, would you ever send? Well, Tara sent news apparently.
I didn't send news.
You did used to send news with your potpourri.
I did send news.
You did.
I didn't send news. Tara sent news before. She's acting like she did.
First of all, no one deserves any news.
Thank you, Mr. West.
Thank you. Okay.
He said he got more people subscribing to our page. Stop it, Rufus. What do you mean, the Kool-Aid?
You two are Real House Party 1 right now in the kitchen.
I was gonna do Martin trivia, but I didn't think I thought you would lose.
I would stop
no, we had a game party and I won all of Martin trivia.
Who was there?
Everybody was there. It was everybody.
Mr. West, I'm not sending stink pics. Oh my goodness.
Mr. West. Yeah, Mr. West. Shout out to Mr. West.
Yeah. No, don't even know me and I'm sending stink pics. You know what, Mr. West? I thought we was cool.
Thank you, Mr. West. All right, so
no nudes.
No nudes. Okay. All right, so if no nudes, so this is my last question that I have for you guys, because Tara, you didn't really answer a lot of questions. We let Rufus answer the questions.
I did answer the question.
Not really. We kind of like let him talk and rant and whatever he was doing. But oh wait, I think Kim sent nudes. Kim, have you sent nudes?
Who's Kim? K-Doll?
Yeah.
What's that face? The thinking face?
I said some mob soldier said everybody got their favorite shot that they sent around. Now, I'm gonna say this: like I've never sent any nudes. That's not my thing.
We got a whole bunch of savages out here.
I the nude things, I thought that was like for more of like the younger kids. No, I thought that was for you. Okay, well, Rufus is lying.
Kim said, "Yeah,
I got
the universal shot. Who is this?"
Nah, Kim was sending nudes. You was out there sending nudes, baby. Did you have any lotion on? That's what I'm asking. Was you wearing lotion at the time? That's all I'm saying.
I'm thinking we're gonna be talking about politics. We talk about.
Of course we're not. Of course we're not. Had you came earlier, well, I would have been able to say, "Hey, do you want to talk about this?" But it's too late. Anyway, so in a relationship, do you think the next question for you guys is: do you think that your relationship can go back exactly how it was? You think you can resume your relationship after someone cheated in a relationship? That's a good question. All right. Let's go. Oh, hold on.
I think
somebody said I'm sending news all day.
Oh, Rufus, calm down.
To my man.
This is
she said, don't embarrass me.
Who's Patty Mayo, by the way?
Oh, that's Deneva. Yeah.
So do I think that a relationship can go back to what it was? I don't.
Mr. West said it can actually get stronger, but go ahead. I want to hear yours and then Tara.
It can. I think it go both ways. I think it can get stronger.
Go ahead, Tara.
No.
Tara,
you're the guest. You're the guest. Go ahead.
Oh, now I'm the guest. Now she won't treat you like a guest.
Do you want to be the guest or not?
You've been throwing shots all day. So I would say that oh man. I would in my belief is that it probably couldn't. Because I think trust is something that once it's sort of broken, it may be able to be repaired, but it's not going to be the same.
Right. I agree with that.
So it might be I'm not saying you might not trust the person again, but you're going to have a different level of trust for that person.
I agree with that.
That's a fact, man. Don't cheat.
Yeah, definitely.
Jamin needs to have a seat.
But I just think like it's going to take a level of conversations, a level of rebuilding that oftentimes people in our generation, like, we're just willing to quit. Like we'd rather tap out than actually do the hard work and try to rebuild something. Or sometimes you might just like, I'm just saying. I'm not speaking in general, not specific.
Calm down, Tara. Not everything is about you. What? God damn.
It's about me, baby.
She think everything's a subtweet.
Yeah, Tara, turn up. All right, Tara, go ahead. Because you look over there and twitch.
I think it can. I think it can get back to that point. If you guys both put in the work, I think it can.
Right. Okay. So I mean, how many times have you cheated and wanted it to work?
I don't cheat. I don't know.
Do you want me to replay last week's clip?
When I cheated, that was a long time ago. Okay.
You did use
when I was younger.
Those.
I'm older now.
No. All right.
I am old. I am getting old.
That's not nice. How old? That's not nice.
No, you're right about pride, Simone. Definitely right about pride and ego. Definitely are gonna. I know for men, our ego and our pride don't allow us oftentimes to sort of take that L.
Right. Nah, that's true.
So,
but I have the same ego and pride y'all have. Go ahead. But continue.
But I think again, I was being men specific, but it's people in general. Like ego, you'd be like, man, I can't take that. Or pride's like, oh, who else gonna know? Like,
right.
You know what I'm saying? So
did somebody see? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Who was there?
So all those other issues.
Everybody. They're like, who is it? Everybody. So just to read some of the comments, Tanika said, hell no, it'll never go back to be the same.
Thanks, Tanika.
let's see. It can, but you have to do the work on it. That's true. Yeah, not a real man. Harder if a woman was to cheat on a man, right? I say that too. Like if a chick stepped out on her dude, and he caught it, and you know he ain't taking her back. He might, but then again he might not. He might take her back and then cheat on her. I don't know.
Right. If he loves her, he'll take her back. But like you said,
nah, it ain't about. I don't think it's about that.
Love.
It's always
a lot of things are based on love.
Oh, Tara, things are based on love with you.
No, oh my goodness, I'm just gonna be quiet.
No. I'll play. Go ahead.
You acting mad light.
You are acting like
no, because they.
Yo, me and Tara go back and forth like this all the time. Okay, all the time.
I'm not turning extra red.
Right now.
That's just this glow I got going on.
Oh my god, she got the Rihanna stank on.
I do. Get it at Sephora.
I love Rihanna. I love Rihanna. Rihanna look good now. Okay.
What? That's a topic for another day.
Okay. So Tara, so you think that it could
change the subject?
All right. So with me,
damn, what
was the topic?
Oh my!
I had too many shots. Yo, there was nothing but tequila in here. What was the topic?
The topic was cheating, family.
Oh, okay. So going back, no. Yeah, we gotta have Rufus on the show next week. Psych, he was late. So
you see this? This is crazy how I'm treated. I'm trying to support my people's stuff. I'm getting ostracized.
So on some real shit, I think it'll be hard to go back to someone who cheated. You know? It'll be hard to resume the relationship because you know what? At the end of the day, you're still gonna think that, you know, is he still cheating? You know what I'm saying? Like you're always, that thought's always gonna be in the back of your mind. Like, is that person still cheating? So, you know, I definitely would not. I don't think it'll be able to go back. But what I do want to do is, you know how we was talking about like statuses as far as like relationships, and you know, so a lot of people are in relationships, or you know, they're not calling each other boyfriend and girlfriend. They're basically just in relationships, and whether they're living together or they've been together for years, you know, sometimes when you're in a relationship for a long time and you're just in a relationship, there's nothing else. You know, so you're with someone for 5 years, you know, you can be with someone for 10 years. But when is it a point where you guys are talking about marriage?
Yeah, just floating.
That's your question.
Floating for 10 years sounds crazy.
Right. So come speaking to the mic.
I'll say it again. I'll say it one more time. Floating for like 10 years sounds crazy. And
right.
I think sometimes it's like people just like security. People like comfort. So
okay.
They rather just keep you around just to have you around versus seeing you as somebody they can build with.
Right.
Or seeing you somebody they can share the future with. So, yeah, 5 to 10 years. Yeah, don't quote me.
Joey said that. Joey said they're trying to play house, to you, which I agree.
They're definitely playing house. I've never been about that life.
No, we're not drunk, Joe.
Definitely not about that playing house thing, but I think, but that comes with conversation. Like you guys have to be at a point where you're saying, okay, here's what I'm looking for in you. Here's what I'm willing to give you. Here's what I'm willing to sacrifice. And if those goals, if those things don't align, then you guys are just gonna be wasting each other's time.
Right.
Because you can be dating somebody for
somebody else
for 3 to 4 years, and then you come to find out that they don't want kids and you want kids, or you guys have different religious beliefs, or you guys don't even converse about how you feel about money, how you want to spend money, where you want to live, where you want to raise your kids. Like you don't talk about any of those real issues. You just are so caught up in enjoying each other's time and watching Netflix together. Like
Netflix and chill.
Right. It's not going nowhere.
All right. So I mean
got mad ad libs.
With that being said, what is your time frame? You know what I'm saying? So if you're with but let me just ask you, if you're with a female and you know you guys are living together, you feel like y'all are trying to build something, but you know she's not really, you know, after a while you feel like it's not really going anywhere. You know what I'm saying? Like you're looking at it as far as like marriage, but she's just kind of like still, you know, lingering on. And it's been like 4 years. So are Yeah, I'm not even gonna. I would say it, but everybody. I want people to look at me from now on as a nice person. If you looked at the other podcast, I could come off kind of. I'm a nice person, but anyway, I'm not gonna say what he said.
Finish your train of thought.
But anyway, so God damn you!
So don't look at that.
So if you feel that it's not going anywhere, you know what I'm saying, and you've already been in it for a few years, it's like, are you gonna address the situation with her? I mean, quite naturally, you may address it, but it's like, I
think you gotta have that. You gotta have that come to Jesus moment where you sit down and talk and say, yo, listen, what
Jesus.
What are we really going to do? Like, what are we doing? Are we playing? Are we taking that next step?
Right.
Yo, you only got a certain amount of prime years, baby. So if you don't sit and waste those prime years for somebody who just want to have a good time with you.
Exactly. I agree.
So I'm like,
Tara's not steak. I agree.
I agree.
So Tara, what about you? What about you?
I agree.
Wait, what? Yo, she's.
I'm good with everything Rufus is saying today, right now.
Anyway,
she's extra stank right now.
Agree with
like like right now, I'm like.
So Joey said you have to have a plan.
You gotta have a plan.
It all starts with you.
And Joe been married from. And so let me.
Oh wait, Candace, I want to read. Could you read Candace? Because I can't.
Hold on. Let's say we gotta talk
She's talking about going back to cheating.
Oh. We gotta talk about marriage too. So like we oftentimes talk about how marriage is viewed for folks who may have not grown up with their parents being married, how that might impact them. We never talk about how the kids who grew up with their mom and pops married, how that might impact the way that they view marriage too. Mm-hmm. So when I was growing up, I didn't realize that my only perception of a successful marriage was my parents, right? So I thought that was the way that it had to be done. So I was putting unrealistic expectations on a mate because that's how I figured it was the way that it can actually work to be working towards a marriage. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I was putting unrealistic expectations because that was my only example of a successful marriage with my parents. Right. You know what I'm saying? So we gotta have a talk about, okay, when you even view marriage, how do you view it? What does it look like to you?
Right.
What does this relationship look like to you? What is your perception of what a husband is? What the perception of a wife is? And like, as you get older, like I'm old, and I'm like, man, I know what it is that I want, and it's like you got to find not the perfect match. You got to find you got to find some level of compatibility where you guys can
agree with you.
Find a meeting point and then be able to go up. She's agreeing with everything.
Right, so I'm agreeing with you on this topic. I don't know why, but I'm
agreeing with everything.
Because she's drunk. Could you read? Could you read Candace's comment, please?
I'm too drunk.
Oh my God!
She
I
probably
left my
can't
glasses
read out
upstairs.
She probably can't read.
No, I am. No, she said.
What high school did you go to?
Don't do that. The Burke.
Ooh,
that's where you went.
I went to
Mecca.
I went to English and I went to North Springs. In East Atlanta, Alabama.
Oh no, going back to cheating doesn't just happen. It started emotionally and it has to have a plan to get caught.
What? What does that mean?
No, what do you mean?
Going back. Cheating doesn't just happen.
It starts emotionally and it has to have a plan how to get.
Yeah, you can't read
not to get caught.
I agree with Candace, and if you I've never seen your name in the chat, but could you please subscribe to the page and
Tara can't read
the video, even though Tara butchered your your thing. Like, but Jarmeen said she can't read, but I still love her.
What?
Fam, literacy is a key, fam. If she's
my goodness.
Forget worried about how she look. Worry about her grade and her reading level. That's what I'm worried about. Worry about what she's reading.
So I do agree with Candace. I think anytime
I'm not drinking next week.
Anytime you cheat, I think it's kind of like, for women, I feel like it's on an emotional level. First when you cheat, but then with men, I feel like for men, I feel like that it doesn't start at an emotional level, but you continue to cheat with the same chick, then it's kind of like an attachment there. That's my opinion. What do you think? He agrees. All right, go ahead.
Read Joey.
Is Joey your friend?
Joey.
So my man Joey Fergus said that find someone with potential. No one is ready-made. Build and grow And that's how the flow. He's over there rapping. You know, he's
a
former rapper.
So he's is he? Oh, hello, Joey. You can be on the podcast next. No, so,
Joey's doing big things.
If Joey shows up on time, you're more than welcome to come on.
First of all, you got me on the other side of the world, so I had to take a ferry to get here.
Whatever. So, what did he say?
Well, what about if they cheat with an ex? Dang, you bring it.
Yeah, if you cheat with an ex,
that sounds mad personal.
First of all, don't come at Tanika like that. Thank you. But yeah, if you cheated with an ex, Tanika said you got to give that up.
If they cheat with an ex, then it means it's emotional.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Is a level of comfort and a level of emotional attachment.
Right. And that's a level of a higher grade ass whooping that you should bestow upon both of them. Okay.
We preach nonviolence in 2018.
I'm just saying. But a level of ass kicking in a non-violent but violent way. Is that better?
I don't know what that even means.
Okay, so it's good. It's good. We're winning. So this is my take on marriage. Okay. So
when did you know that you were ready for marriage?
First of all, let me finish. All right. No, I'll answer.
You want to ask the question, but she don't want to answer.
Because I don't do questions. I'm just here so I won't get fired.
Mr. West said an ass whooping goes both ways.
Okay. Shout out to Mr. West.
All right, I'm not his friend.
Go ahead.
Oh, why? Because he said you were sitting on steak nudes. Okay, so this is my take on marriage. And then, we'll kind of read a few more comments and we'll end it after that. So my take on marriage is just like, when you're in a relationship, some people like how marriage is nowadays, like when I see it on social media is because it's like more of a show to me. I feel like everyone's putting on a show for like their friends and, they want to get the big wedding and have the fancy ring and they want to do this whole love and hip hop type of shit. Yeah. And it's kind of like, it's cool if that's what you want, if you want to have that show for that one day, but what happens after that? You know what I'm saying? So it's like you have to continue to keep that same energy that you started with, at the end of the day. That same energy, so, but on some, that's real though. But seriously, like, okay, so for instance, and I don't really like talking about like my situation because it's, this is public. I'm just saying, I'm gonna speak in general terms. You need to calm down. So anyway,
where did you find her at? Yo, she is super tough.
I found her. Thank you. So with being in a relationship, sometimes everyone's not ready for marriage. Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you have to you gotta build yourself up for that. So a lot of people right now they want to get married so bad, but it's like, yo, you're not even at that level. You know what I'm saying? You want to me, I feel like some females and men too are looking for someone to take care of them. They're looking, like you said, that security. That's what they're looking for. So it's like, okay, well, she got money. Let me marry her. She got a good career. Or he has a good career. He has money. Let me marry him. You know what I'm saying? No one's really in it to be in it for the long haul. So I mean, sometimes I just feel like, everyone's not ready for marriage.
Yo, cuz it's funny. Cool. Yo, you said, why you got the guests in the little chair? You're right, cuz. They got me in the little chair. He said, let's talk about the guest chair. Y'all having us in the little chair.
This is the co-host chair.
Exactly.
The guest co-host.
And he's taking up all our space.
She got me in the taller chair, fam. This is crazy out here in the street. But hold on.
So, hold on, because let me read Joe's question. He said, it's Valentine's Day every day. At the crib, I've been married for 15 years.
Joe, we don't need you showing off, fam.
Yo, so
we don't need you showing off, my brother.
So much respect to Joey. No, seriously, because
Joseph, we don't need you showing off.
Much respect. You're a hater. Much respect to Joey because marriage is hard, and I congratulate you for being married for 15 years. You know what I'm saying? So everybody's not ready for that. Everybody go and get these love and hip hop weddings, and 2 years later they ain't together.
Yeah,
that's all I'm saying.
Yeah, people like the sort of ceremony of it versus actually want to do the work of it.
Right.
Like,
right.
They like the pageantry, but not the actual
right.
grind.
And then it's like they want everybody to attend the wedding so they can see the life that they're living.
Mm-hmm.
When I got married, my wedding list was cut short. A lot of people was mad, but it is what it is. I don't care.
Okay, super good.
Don't talk to me.
I'm having a big wedding.
Thanks, Lori. Appreciate it.
Do you have a baby?
When I get married, I am having a
We're gonna go back to the pilot episode.
You got this stuff in the wrong order. You talking about?
I have a friend.
You talking about when you haven't? What just happened?
Yo, I'm done with them. I'm so done.
This is crazy out here. I'm only saying that I think oftentimes we don't put things in the right order. We're so worried about the actual day versus making sure what leads up to the day is solid.
Right.
And once you finish the honeymoon, you guys are going right back into a life that you are formed in as a union.
I agree.
Like people just like the idea of being married.
Oh yeah, I got married. Yeah, that's my husband. Yeah.
Oh, that's my.
Oh, that was my hood rap voice. Go ahead.
That was.
I got married. That's not my real voice.
That was a stone.
That's me.
Yes, y'all, we are.
That was a stone cold hood rap.
No, but
me and y'all getting married.
Okay, anyway, so yeah, people definitely do like the idea of marriage, but not really putting in the work.
Absolutely. Who wants to do work? They want to just show up.
Everybody wants the easy way out. This is my ring. That's what somebody in the background is saying.
Kim, stop it.
They want to post a ring on Instagram or take the little photo shoot.
Joe said, "Bring on the drama. We're here for it." We was relaxed this episode because Rufus, he has a reputation to maintain, and I didn't really want to tarnish that by bringing.
It's already been tarnished.
By bringing this. I didn't want to bring the whole fuck your podcast on him.
Right.
The whole
because we would have went hard.
I didn't want to bring the whole fuck your podcast stank on him.
Yeah, because we would went hard on you.
You know what, Tara? You want to drop that stank on him?
I might have to. Hold on.
No, first get out of here.
Tanika's turning up on you, Tara. She said, "What man you got?"
Listen, first of all, y'all need to relax, okay?
Yo,
they said, "Who is Rufus today?" I don't know who he is.
First of all, spell my name correctly, Simon. First and foremost.
With the level of disrespect,
Roofs. They said roofs. That's short for Rufus.
Yes. All right, so
you on the show. You're right. My rep is tarnished. You're right.
Who said that?
I came out here to show some love.
Kim wants to know. I told you.
Kim is always checking for somebody.
Yeah, you got me in the baby chair. I'm about a cool 5'4" in this chair.
Yo, Kim, if you don't sit that thought box down, sit it down, baby. Sit it down. Yeah, you're all over the place.
Yo, this is wicked party done.
Yo,
good shot.
Yeah, stop it. Anyway, so
Kim said she smelled thirst.
So we do thank Rufus for joining us tonight.
Yes, we do.
This was a fun podcast. It was a little turned down tonight, again because we didn't want to ruin his reputation too much, but whatever.
Tanika said her panties on fire.
Yeah, Nika, let it up.
What?
I don't know what that means. I'm here.
This kid wicked out.
What does that mean, Tanika, that your panties is on fire?
You from Roxbury, you can handle it.
Oh, Tanika said, "Kim, relax."
Bro.
Oh, he's from Roxbury. He can handle it. Yo, he's lucky he got on this show. Because I don't do Roxbury, baby. Huh? You know that.
That is ghetto of the ghetto of the ghetto.
What did Stay Pure say? Dorchester, where they made me at.
That's right.
Now,
where is that even at?
You know where Dorchester's at. You get to Dorchester.
Huh?
You have to pass Dorchester.
To go through Dorchester.
Yeah, you gotta go to Dorchester.
To go to a lot of places. Don't do that.
Commuter rail to get there.
No, like I said, Dorchester, where they made me at.
This is crazy. Yo, it went from stank to stankonia in a minute.
Right.
Flat, yo.
Because I said I didn't want to put that real fuck your podcast stink on you. And
yo, why are you so aggressive?
Here you go.
Why y'all got me sitting in this? I'm really feeling about in this baby seat. Y'all was sitting that high.
Someone said you ain't from Roxbury.
Who said that?
Poopery.
Simon?
AP marketing.
Oh, you say you from the. So first of all, Poe for Mayor, I'm mad that you just now tuning in, but just go ahead and just like the video.
That's what I'm talking about. Gang.
Sit you here, just like it. Yeah, Poe for Mayor. Tell him he's lucky.
He's on the show.
Yeah, he is lucky. He's on the show.
Yo, Mr. West coming for everybody.
Damn, Mr. West.
Kim's taking it up over Rufus.
He said Kim's taking it up. Kim, I'm sorry. Oh my God, they're in the background kicking the camera.
Yes, Nick said you're lucky you're on the damn show.
Yeah, all right.
She got a lot of opinions.
She has a lot of aggression. But all right, so we're gonna go ahead and end the show, but we'll definitely be back next week. Next week we're gonna actually have a female guest co-host on here, and her name is Tara as well. So she'll be TNT. She'll be tuning in with us next week. And
did you see that?
So next week we're actually gonna. What was that? Okay. Yo, next week our show is gonna definitely be more turned up because Rufus is on his
laid back show.
How do I put this in a nice way?
What happened? I'm just a positive young man.
Oh my God.
Not young. I don't know about young, but
I'm younger than you, old head.
No, you're not.
All right, Free McMills. Okay. Okay, we got it.
You see what happened?
We got it. This is a cute shirt. I like it. It fits you well.
First of all, don't touch.
It's cute.
Don't touch
got
my
the crew
material.
neck. Shout out to the crew neck.
The crew neck t-shirt.
It's nice. It's nice cotton.
Why are you touching my fabric?
You're lucky you're here. You're touching my seat. All right. You got my mic on in my headphones.
This little toddler seat you got me sitting on.
Well, this is the guest seat. I didn't want to give up my seat, and I'm not gonna make Tara give up her seat. Come on.
All right. Have a good night. Have a good night.
No, so
Nick said Rufus is trying to cut his mic.
Come on,
Nick wanted us to cut your mic, so.
All right, no, so thank you guys for tuning in. We will definitely be back next week. We have a female guest co-host. Make sure you guys subscribe to our page and also like the page.
They're trying to cut my mic.
Thank you, Joe. This is his first time watching.
There's like over 20 people in the chat, and we only have 7 likes. That's not adding up. It's not adding up. So I'm gonna need you guys to like, subscribe, and also comment when we end the podcast
every Thursday.
Shout out to Rufus for joining us tonight. If you guys want to reach Rufus, some of you guys may know him. His Instagram is.
Chill out, fam. We don't really reaching out to me.
Okay. If you want his Instagram, you can check on our Instagram podcast page.
Why they can't hit up on Instagram? They can't follow you.
Why you got your own?
Yo, this is the most aggressive co-host we've had.
For real, he is not coming back. Okay?
Never coming back.
Never.
Yo, Tanika, take a hike too, fam. I'm bringing the pain to everybody. I'm bringing the smoke to everybody.
Let me continue. Rufus is in his feelings. So shout out to Stay Pure for his shirt. We did play his new single that he dropped today. So if you guys want to listen to his single, if you want to subscribe to his single, his information is actually in the bio page, so you guys can see that information there. And I'm gonna play his song when we end the podcast as well. And nothing else. What else? Anything else?
Don't forget to get this potpourri.
It's poopery. It's poopery. We're gonna bless Rufus with that, with his cup, and he can take his poopery for his lady friend.
God bless him. Good night.
And that's that. So we'll be back next week. Rufus is.
Why do I keep calling it potpourri though?
It's poopery.
I know, but I keep calling it potpourri.
Okay, well you're all set. Yeah, so Tara is apparently drunk, and
don't listen to her.
So you're not drunk?
I'm not.
Are you sure about that?
Mm-hmm.
You look drunk.
Do I look drunk? Rufus is not coming back. He's like, what did I sign up for?
So you're not drunk. Rufus isn't invited back, but
so you never seen that one episode?
No, so I'm lying.
All right, so you know what we do then.
Single is dope too. Oh, thank you, Simone. Definitely check that out. He's light skinned. He's sensitive. Oh, I told you about that stuff. Yeah, Mr. West, thank you for telling us about that.
Tanika said you're fired.
Candace said she's dying. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and play Stay Pure's music. So again, make sure I'm gonna have to fast forward to the end too because we played the beginning, but make sure you guys check out his information in the link below and download his music. If you guys have Apple and you're downloading for free, if you have Tidal or Google Play, Amazon Music, Spotify, check them out. All right.
God bless him. Good night.
Boss nigga with maneuvers, whole pocket full of moolah. Dollars all on my medulla. See the money, make it choose. Get your bitch before you lose. Niggas saying they gon' do whole click for the shooter. Hey, I ain't gonna tell you no lies, look. Girl, I'm just keeping the same, look. I turn the 3 to a dime, look. Girl, I do magical things. She said you pay me no mind. I turn your bitch to a queen. Walking away from you now. I told her follow with dreams. Follow me. Follow the green, money trail to the bedroom. No whips, more leg room. Play my old songs, getting head to 'em. Old hoes all up in their feelings. Shit, my new hoe be my ex. Girl, I ain't playing. Hope you ain't planning on staying. I'm chasing money my day to day. Feel like a million just to play away. The streets be talking, gotta stay away. The money calling, I can't stay away. Trappy, booming like a 808. Getting paid, keep a toolie that'll keep me safe. Day to day, steady moving, gotta keep the pace. Making plays, trappy booming like a 808. Trappy. Trappy, booming like a 808.